Hey everybody, Kyle here from Back 40 Archers. We're on a road trip today, so I thought I'd knock out a video real quick on my release and what I'm using and kind of the things I learned about it and everything else. So one of the reasons why we did the Back 40 Archers is everybody has different things that make them understand how things work or how things should work. So about a year ago, I got a Carter Evolution and tried to start shooting it, and of course the first time I drew back and let off the safety, the damn thing went off because I was basically trying to pull my bow in half when I was drawing back with my wrist strap, and I was punching it every time. So I got this Evolution, and I got this one here. It's red. I got tape on. Yeah, it's got a little string on it. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But I wanted to be able to shoot with a surprise release. That was my whole goal. I didn't want to know when the bow went off. I went ahead and got this release, set it up, started to shoot it. Shooting one day about 2 weeks in, and I draw back and it pulls the damn release out of my fingers and I shoot it through my bow. Okay, fine, whatever. So I had to get a new cable slide for my bow. I shot it through my bow a second time. I can't remember where I was even at with that one. And ended up getting a new cable slide on that one. And then I shot it through my bow a third time at League in front of a whole bunch of people. I had a great round going. It was a 30-shot paper round. I was going to end up with like a 149. And the last arrow on the last round had come out of my fingers. And there it goes. And I was like, son of a gun. And that time it hit the ceiling, hit the floor. I broke my trigger mechanism inside. There's an arm inside there that I broke. I broke my cable slide. And the fourth time I sent it through my bow, was outside in a 3D shoot. It landed in the weeds. And luckily I found it back. On that one, no damage to the release. I only had damage to the release once in all four of my mishaps. No damage to the release on that one, but I bent my cable guide bar and my cable slide busted. So that was kind of a painful one with that one. So through that, I figured a few things out. But I want to go back just kind of, well, actually I'll finish that up first. I figured out, one, I put a string on this thing, so I put it on my hand, and I twist it a few times every time before I shoot, and it keeps it on. One, I know that if it tries to get it out of my fingers, that is going to catch. I know for sure that this is going to catch my wrist. It's not going to get my release isn't going through my bow. I'm going to save money and lose a little more pride if I happen to lose this release out of my hand. So that has helped me immensely with this thing, having the confidence of knowing it's not going out of my hand. One of the other things we figured out, and I believe this was Joey's idea, so I better give Joey some credit because he cries every time I mention it and he doesn't get credit. So there you go, Joey, you got your credit. The other thing I realized too is I had my spring set so light that I had to be so light on the back wall that I would relax my fingers to do it, and it would pull it would just basically, when I relaxed my fingers, it would yank the release out of my hand. I would relax my fingers enough, it would just boop, and there she'd go. She was gone. So I turned up my spring for one. I got more tension on it, so it takes more pull to make it go off, which has actually improved my shooting quite a bit also. So one thing you don't want to do with these, in my opinion, is do not turn them way, way light, because you get so light you start losing it out of your hand. In my case, that's what happened. I don't know if I still need the string now that I turned up the poundage. I don't care. I'm still going to keep the string on there because it helps my brain not freak out when I'm in full draw. Which, as most of you have found out, is a lot of what archery is. So there's one of my lessons I learned on this thing. I have no idea what poundage it's set at, and honestly, I don't care. I draw it back, I pull through, squeeze my shoulder blades together, she pops off. There's times it goes off and I'm like, well, that really sucked, you know? And I go down there and it's like, ooh, that's right on the edge of the 12, or ooh, that's right on the edge of the X. That wasn't a bad shot. I just think it sucked. So that has helped some, learning these two things, the string and then turning my spring so there's more tension to make it go off. one thing I fought with was trying to make it go off. The thing that finally got in my brain is I believe I was listening to a Knock On podcast and with John Dudley, and I just happened to be in a spot where I could kind of listen. And Scott Pace at Back 40 Archery had talked to me about the same stuff, and it just happened to be at that point that I had a moment where I could do something. And I realized when I used to get rebounds in basketball, I used to swing my elbow. Well, that's kind of the motion you use to make your bow go off, is you swing that elbow. But the problem is I was trying to swing my elbow by using my shoulder muscles. So I was just flexing and trying to swing that elbow, but it can't go any further because I'm rigid with my bow. Everything's in line. So that wasn't working. I realized if I put my arms up like this and squeeze my shoulder blades together, you can make your elbows roll back just by squeezing your shoulder blades together. It takes no shoulders. My shoulders can be completely relaxed. I still can make my elbows roll back. That was the thing that finally made my brain go, that's it. That's how you got to do it. And it got me to understand how to isolate those muscles back there and make it go. So I would just sit there and just practice. I look like a moron, but I'm sitting there like this, my elbows in the air, and just squeezing and making my elbows roll back. It even makes my hands open up. That's not my shoulders doing that. That's literally my back muscles opening my arms up, and that's what I would do to make it go off. So that's kind of what I've learned about my release. I really would like to get the next one I want is the oh crud. What is that one?
Wise Choice.
The Wise Choice. Sorry, Boge's sitting here beside me.
I've got one.
I want to get the Wise Choice, which is basically the same thing. The jaw lines up the same and everything like that. If you look at this real close, it's very close to Dudley's Silverback, and the Wise Choice is very close to Dudley's Knock to It. So that's the next one I want to get. But honestly, I love shooting this thing. I have no problem shooting this thing at any time, at anything. I used to shoot rabbits. I used to shoot ping pong balls, everything. And I don't. You just pick a spot and you just pull through. I don't believe ping pong balls cause me target panic. That's what I'm going to say that. They don't cause me target panic. I think of all the times we've shot ping pong balls in the last 2 weeks, I've had one time that I've shook, I flinched and it didn't go off. I just resettle on it and just pull through and I still hit the damn ping pong ball. Even after that, there was one time I wanted the bow to go off and it didn't go off. That's pretty good out of the probably 200 times I've shot a bow at a ping pong ball lately. So that's my release. That's what I do. I gotta have my little string to help my brain. I turned up the poundage to make it work better for me. So I gotta pull more to make it go off, which has helped immensely. And over the last year, I can literally tell you that I just put my pin on the target, get settled in, pull off my safety, and just keep pulling, and all of a sudden it goes off. I don't know when it's going to go off. I can't tell you when it's going to go off. But all my target panic, except for one occasional moment every 100 shots, if even that, is gone. Because of this little release here with this resistance activated system. You can't buy this. You can buy this release, but you can't give it 2 weeks and be like, nope, I can't do it, I don't understand. If you get this release and you're going to shoot a resistance activated release, you have to give it a year of your best effort. And if you do that, your target panic will go away and you will become a better shooter and you will master this release as much as you can master it. I don't think you can ever really master it completely, but you can become, this can be a game changer for you. All I can speak to is the Carter Evolution. I've never shot a silverback. We have a friend who shot a silverback. He loves that thing. So I think it's the same as the Evolution. So I'd recommend those two if you want to get a resistance activated release. That's just the way to go if you're going to beat your target panic and just kick it in the butt once and for all. So that's it. So we'll see if I get a Wise Choice here one of these days and see if I can still just keep pulling through and make it go off. That's a thumb release button. So as long as I don't start doing this with my thumb on that Wise Choice, I'll probably shoot it too. I'll probably drop them both in my pouch and I'll just shoot one at one target, shoot one at the next target, or just whatever I feel like doing. So that's my plan. That's where I'm going. That's what has helped me. Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll help you. And if not, you know what? Drop a question in the comments. We'll we'll gladly get back to you on that. The other thing you can do is go to John Dudley's website, Knock On TV, and he's got videos about shooting his silverback, which is a RZA's next video release, and watch those. Maybe he'll help you too. If you have friends who are pretty good shooters who have a hinge release or a resist activated, talk to them. They can help you out. But if you get this, you give it your maximum effort for at least 6 months, and you'll stop shooting anything else, and you'll want to shoot this all the time. So good luck to you. I understand the pain you go through when you pick this up. I understand the struggles it is. Remember, this little dog has been through the bow 4 times. That bolt's missing because I broke it off. She's got dents here on this finger. On that finger, she's got dents and dings and scrapes. But we're still going. We're still running. And it's been awesome. So good luck to you. Don't forget to go to our Back 40 Archers Facebook page and like it. Share that with your friends. Go to our Back 40 Archers YouTube page, or you're already there because you're watching this, and subscribe to it so you can know when our videos are coming up. And we're here for you to help you out. We are not masters, but we've already had a lot of learning pains, and we can maybe help you to not have so many in your system. So thanks for watching. Later.